published 1948 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 5th of May 2018, updated 4:34 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 6th of May 2018. Paul Butler missed weight for his clash with Emmanuel Rodriguez, but even an extra few pounds could not prevent him being caught in a Puerto Rican whirlwind on Saturday night. The baby-faced assassin surrendered his chance to win the vacant IBF bantamweight title when he failed to make the 118 pounds limit at Friday's weigh-in. The title remained on the line for Rodriguez, and the away fight wasted no time in his pursuit of his first world belt, flooring Butler twice inside the opening session. Emmanuel Rodriguez beat Paul Butler on Saturday night at the O2 Arena in London. Butler saw the final bell, but Rodriguez dominated proceedings in the English capital. First, Rodriguez caught Butler with a flush, sweetly timed left hook that put the British fighter on the seat of his pants. Then, he went for the jugular. Butler soaked up pressure on the ropes and was eventually sent to the canvas again. He felt he'd slipped. The referee disagreed. For then on, it seemed the end was nigh. But to Butler's credit, he regrouped well, still in the, if still outclassed for much of the fight. By the fourth round, blood was pouring from his nose as Rodriguez stalked him around the ring. When the British fighter did emerge from behind his high guard and let his hands go, the Puerto Rican only clapped his gloves together, urging him on. Butler obliged, and continued to give it a go, even as his face turned increasingly crimson thanks to more sharp counter-punching from Rodriguez. In the final few rounds he began to open up and take the fight to his opponent. But the role reversal was no indication the momentum had changed. It was still on the Puerto Rican's terms, with Rodriguez happy to show off his slick movement on the back foot and pick off Butler as he came in. The scores came in at 118 to 108 and 120 to 106, twice to the Puerto Rican on the weekend. The British fighter did see the final bell, but scores of 118 to 108 and 120 to 106 twice reflected Rodriguez's dominance. He is now unbeaten in 18 fights and the new IBF bantamweight king. In the chief support, John Ryder took only 2 rounds to inflict the second defeat of Jamie Cox's career. In the battle of two super middleweight southpaws, Ryder ended a tame opening few minutes in emphatic fashion. Cox was stopped by a brutal George Groves body shot back in October. This time it was a counter right hook to the head that did the damage. It took a few seconds for the Swindon fighter to hit the floor, but when he did he looked in all sorts of bother. He lay face down, trying to muster the strength to go again. He made it to his feet, but not before referee Ian John Lewis had reached the count of 10. Cox protested, but to no avail. John Ryder took only 2 rounds to inflict the second defeat of Jamie Cox's career. Earlier, 2016 Olympic bronze medalist Joshua Buatsi cemented his reputation as one of this country's brightest prospects with a 5th-round stoppage of Stefan Cuevas. The light heavyweight has now won all 6 of his professional contests since signing with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom, while fellow former Olympian Luke Campbell enjoyed a routine run-out as he continues to chase his first world title. Lightweight, who won gold at London 2012, was edged out by the brilliant Jorge Linares last time out in September. But ahead of a rematch with Yvonne Mendy, Campbell stopped Troy James in 5 rounds and now hopes to exact revenge over Mendy next in a final eliminator for Mikey Garcia's WBC title. In the undercard fight of the night, James Tennyson climbed off the floor to stop Martin Joseph Ward in a thrilling super featherweight clash for the European, Commonwealth and WBA international titles. Ward sent Tennyson to the canvas with a body shot in the second round, only for the Northern Irishman to turn the tide and floor his opponent twice in the 5th before the fight was stopped. Joshua Buatsi enjoyed a brilliant evening with a 5th-round stoppage of Stefan Cuevas.